Welcome to the Institute for Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development. What we're going to do in this presentation is tell you a bit about ourselves, a bit about the department, but particularly about what it's like to study at Lancaster University. I'm Mary Rose, I'm Professor of Entrepreneurship and Head of Department, and I also teach innovation.
Hi, I'm Ian Gordon. I'm one of the founding entrepreneurs in residence here at the Institute, and I teach new venture planning in the final year.
Hello, I'm Alan Cruz. I'm a lecturer in entrepreneurship and I teach on the family business course and the small business management course.
Hello, my name is Ed McKeever and I coordinate the first year experience here in IEED.
Hi, I'm Paul Hodges. I'm a management and entrepreneurship alumni graduating in 2011 and I've just started my own business.
Hi, I'm Ricardo Zosimo. I am one of the tutors in entrepreneurship and I'm involved in two courses, Entrepreneurs in Entrepreneurship and Entrepreneurial Learning.
Tell you a little bit about the Institute for Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development. It was set up in 2003 and our core philosophy is that our research and business engagement are very, very closely interrelated and in turn inform our teaching. In other words, there's a synergy between the things that we do, and this creates a dialogue between us as researchers and business, but particularly between business people and students who come and take our courses. There's a genuine partnership develops between the academics, the business and the students.
So why study entrepreneurship at Lancaster? Well, if you get a job anywhere in Europe, the chances are you'll be working for an entrepreneur. Just over half the people employed work in small to medium-sized enterprises. And entrepreneurs start businesses. It's the vehicle for their ideas. Understanding who entrepreneurs are, what they do, and the context in which entrepreneurship flourishes is massively important to all economies today. There isn't a government that doesn't talk about the need for more entrepreneurial behaviour in the large and small businesses. Here in the Institute, we are deeply connected to that need through our mix of world-class researchers who are actively engaged with you in lectures, tutorials and one-to-one sessions. You will also see and hear from our network of entrepreneurs in residence and a host of visiting entrepreneurs to put you in the middle of theory and practice. Our expectations from you are very high, but all of us here have a passion drawn from our entrepreneurial spirit and experience. There is also a great market recognition for you as a graduate, making this a great degree for you and your future.
Let's take a little look about our management and entrepreneurship degree. It is a degree that comprises 4 years in which you're going to be exposed to core aspects of entrepreneurship, but at the same time you're going to have the experience of putting that into practice on a work placement year. This degree offers you a specialization particularly on small and medium-sized enterprises, but at the same time it gives you that academic flexibility to explore different options that you would like to pursue while doing your studies with us. But most importantly, it gives you that opportunity for personal development, first of all, through student societies in which you can explore further your interest in business and entrepreneurship. It exposes you to services through career centers, to support offices, and to different organizations within the university to help you go further. But we also concentrate very much on the networking that you have with small business owners and entrepreneurs to the different programs that IEED has developed throughout time.
Let me tell you a little bit about the way you connect with you as a student inside the classroom and outside the classroom. So inside the classroom we've got what we call lectures, which is they're delivered in big lecture theatres. You can have 100 people or more in there, where you really get to know the latest theories in that specific field. But one of the things that we've got that we're really proud of is our tutorial groups. So there's smaller groups of learning groups of 10 to 16 people usually, where you really dig into the issues and the theories, and they're a very, very supportive learning environment for you to understand more about entrepreneurship and small business enterprise. But we also like to have a little bit of fun. So we've got, as you can see in the picture, the second picture there, we've got business games, we've got simulations, and we do engage in a lot of games to help you think differently and think laterally, as we like to call it. Inside the classroom, this is all supported by what we call the virtual learning environment, which is what we call Moodle. And Moodle is a place where you connect with other students, but also where you go and download your presentations for tomorrow's class and other things. Outside the classroom, each student at Lancaster University in the entrepreneurship degree gets an academic tutor, and this tutor is the person in the staff or the faculty that will be the link to support you throughout your 3 or 4 years here at Lancaster to make sure that you develop as a person and as a future employee or entrepreneur.
Each graduate in entrepreneurship is different, and this begins in the first year. The first year consists of core and optional modules. On the core side, it's really an exposure to key concepts and theories in entrepreneurship and management, but it's also exposure to key quantitative and qualitative techniques so that you don't necessarily take those theories at face value. Having taken care of the core modules, the options available to you include management and organization, marketing, operations management, economics, and even accountancy and finance. This really allows you to customize from this early stage.
Now we're going to go through the years, and we're going to concentrate on what makes them special and how you're going to progress through them. If we see on year 2, we're going to be concentrating now on what makes entrepreneurs behave the way they do, how they engage in the aspects of entrepreneurship, how do they progress to the different phases by which an idea comes into fruition and can be applied into a business or in any organization. At the same time, we're going to be exploring how small businesses function, how they operate, how do they engage with the external environment, with the help as well of guest speakers that are going to come talk to you about how they experience their business life and how they can apply the knowledge they also have. In this year, you are also going to be taken into management and consultancy. And that means that you are going to be exposed to different theories about how to approach a managerial task, a managerial case, and how you can provide your knowledge to solve cases and scenarios. At the same time, you have the option to explore how the franchise and the franchising system operates and how this can also be applied to business. At the same time, you also have the option to explore other topics of interest, and depending on your performance in the first year, you have the option to study abroad on many other partners universities with whom we have developed a very strong relationship.
So your third year is your placement year, and I think this is the key part of this course because it allows you to get into the real world and get real life experience. The process basically is very similar to getting a real job, where you'll create a CV, you'll get attend interviews and assessment centres, but the university and the management school in particular give you a lot of support. They'll help you find jobs, they've got a good relationship with companies, and they also know, large companies especially know that Lancaster University students are good students to employ. So if you're looking for potential future employment as well, then getting a placement with a company that you're interested in is a good way of doing that. As well as with larger businesses like IBM and Johnson & Johnson, there's also the opportunity to work with smaller companies, so smaller SMEs both in the area and throughout the UK. So depending on which way you want to go, whether you want to work with smaller businesses or large businesses, it's completely up to you, and you can find the job that suits you. On a personal scale, I worked in the management school putting on events and conferences, and in particular putting on business support events, which really interested me, meeting the entrepreneurs and actually getting inspiration from them and building a network, which is really good for helping me after I graduated. So at the third year, you'll think about what you'd like to do a dissertation on, and that will be generally based on an experience or a project that you've done during a placement. And then during your fourth year, you'll complete that.
In your final year, you have the opportunity to specialise, do some more advanced courses, but these courses are very much within the philosophy of IEED. In other words, they link theory and practice, and they're all very active courses. In other words, we encourage active rather than passive learning within them. So if you take the example of entrepreneurial behaviour and learning, that's one of our major research areas. And students engage with academic literature, but at the same time they engage with entrepreneurs. They carry out interviews with entrepreneurs which form the basis of some of their assessment. The new venture planning course, which Ian Gordon runs, is your opportunity to work in a group and build a business plan mentored by entrepreneurs in residence. A number of our students already come from family businesses. It's the world that they know, and some of those students come from countries all around the world. The family business course gives you an opportunity again to study some of the research around family businesses, but also to meet with family business owners and to understand the development of family businesses. The innovation course, which I run with a businessman, helps you understand contemporary innovation looked at through theoretical lenses, and again it involves group work and a lot of reflection. Entrepreneurship needs also to be understood in its social context, and the social context of entrepreneurship helps you understand the ethics of business and also elements of social entrepreneurship. What we hope you'll do, having seen this presentation, is keep in touch with us. There are email addresses for people to contact about our programmes, but also we'd hope you'd keep up to date by following us on Twitter and on Facebook, and by engaging with us. And we very much hope we'll welcome you to IEED in the future. Thank you.